All right, we're going to look at a few more pivot tables, but we're going to move on to GPA SAT data for that worksheet right there. So let's take a look and see what we have. We have student IDs, teacher ID, what grade level they're at, 10th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. Weighted GPA, SAT math, reading, and writing. Whether or not they had a laptop to use during this kind of stuff, their gender, and how many days absent they were from school. All right, and if we go to the bottom, we see that we have 500 total students. All right. So the first question we want to ask is, on average, which grade level, 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th, had the highest combined SAT scores? So this seems like it would be a nice thing to be able to do in a pivot table. So let's go ahead. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to hit Control T, and I'm going to create a table. Right, it has headers, so it's doing A1 through 501, which is correct, and my table has headers, which is correct. So I'm just going to go ahead and click OK. I don't care. All right, so now I have a table. Named it Table 1 up here. That's what it looks like. All right, so now I'm going to go to Insert, Pivot Table. It's thinking I want Table 1. Yes, I do. All right, so I want the highest combined SAT score per grade. So I'm going to put grade in the rows, and then I look here and I see that I have SAT math, SAT reading, SAT writing, but I don't have it combined anywhere. So how do I get it combined, right? So let's do, right, if we wanted to just do math, right, we could easily do math, and then instead of sum, we want average. And you should understand why we're taking an average, right? Because there's different number of people in 9, 10, 11, 12th grades. So looking at this, we could see that 10th grade has the highest in math. But we want to do it for the combined. So I'm going to get rid of this, I think. And I'm going to come back to my table here. And to get the combined, all we're really saying is I want to add up SAT math, SAT reading, SAT writing. So I'm going to insert, and I'm going to call this guy combined SAT. Then I'm going to do equals sum of those three. And remember, when I have a table, it auto-fills it down for me, so that's really nice. So now the question is, if I go back over to my pivot table that I started, will it show up here? It does not. So what I have to do is, if I go to Analyze, and I can say Refresh. I can do Refresh or Refresh All. I usually do Refresh All just for fun. Either one should work, right? If I hit Refresh, Combined SAT now shows up. So that's a nice thing about having it in a table. It makes it a little bit easier to then get it refreshed into my pivot table fields. So now I'm going to throw it down into values. And again, it summed it up. So I'm going to click Value Field Settings, Average, and I'm going to go ahead and do a number format of number. Let's only do 2 digits to the right. Click OK. Click OK again. And then we can easily see from here, right, the average combined is in 12. If we wanted to sort it, we could do that again by going to right-clicking on B4, going to sort, right, and then coming over to sort largest to smallest. And then we see that we have it there. So that's the first pivot table that we are going to do with this next one. We'll come back with another couple questions to answer as well.